Did you know over 90% of cats develop kidney disease and shorten their life, all because of tiny litter box mistakes almost every owner makes? But only 1% of owners ever notice and never make these deadly mistakes. Watch closely till the end. You'll be shocked at how many of these mistakes you might be making. Let's begin. Mistake 1. The once-a-day trap poisoning your cat. Most cat owners scoop once a day and assume that's sufficient. However, cat urine begins converting to ammonia within 2 to 4 hours of being deposited. When you scoop only in the morning, any waste produced throughout the day sits in the box releasing ammonia gas continuously. This creates two problems. First, your cat is exposed to respiratory irritants every time they use the box. Second, many cats are fastidious and will avoid a box they perceive as dirty, leading them to hold their urine for extended periods. Research from veterinary universities shows that cats with less frequently cleaned boxes have significantly higher rates of urinary tract issues. When cats hold urine, minerals can crystallize and bacteria can multiply in the bladder, creating conditions that stress the kidneys over time. The fix: scoop at least twice daily, once in the morning and once in the evening. This keeps ammonia levels low and encourages regular elimination habits. Mistake 2. Why fresh scent litter destroys cat lungs. Scented litters are marketed for human preference, but cats have a sense of smell that's 14 times stronger than ours. What seems like a light fragrance to you can be overwhelming to your cat, potentially causing them to avoid the box. More importantly, both scented litters and those that produce significant dust can cause respiratory issues. When cats dig in dusty litter, microscopic particles become airborne and are inhaled. These particles can also stick to their paws and get ingested during grooming. Over months and years, this exposure can contribute to respiratory inflammation and put additional strain on organs, including the kidneys. Veterinary studies have documented higher rates of respiratory symptoms in cats using heavily scented or dusty litters compared to those using unscented low-dust alternatives. The fix: choose unscented low-dust clumping litter. Look for products specifically labeled as 99% dust-free to minimize respiratory exposure. Mistake 3. The 2-inch depth mistake causing crystals. Many owners use just 1 to 2 inches of litter to conserve product. But cats need adequate depth to perform their natural digging and burying behaviors. Cats have strong instincts to cover their waste completely. This behavior is hardwired from their evolutionary history. When there isn't enough litter to dig and bury properly, it can cause frustration and stress. Some cats will avoid boxes that don't allow them to express these natural behaviors. Others may use the box but feel anxious doing so, which affects their overall stress levels. From a practical standpoint, insufficient litter depth also means urine can reach the bottom of the box more easily, leading to odor issues and making cleaning more difficult. The recommended depth allows for proper absorption and gives your cat the material they need to bury waste completely. The fix? Maintain 3 to 4 inches of litter depth in all boxes. This provides adequate material for digging and ensures proper absorption. Mistake 4. Your covered box is a gas chamber. Covered litter boxes are popular because they hide the litter from view and contain odors within the enclosure. However, what contains odors for you also traps them for your cat. Inside a covered box, ammonia concentrations build up much higher than in open boxes because there's limited air circulation. Every time your cat enters, they're exposed to concentrated ammonia fumes. Additionally, many cats feel vulnerable in enclosed spaces because they can't see approaching threats. This goes against their instincts for safety. During vulnerable moments, research in feline behavior shows that some cats experience measurable stress when using covered boxes. The covers also trap heat and humidity, creating an environment where bacteria thrive. While not every cat will refuse a covered box, Open boxes are generally better for both air quality and your cat's psychological comfort. The fix: remove covers from litter boxes to improve ventilation and reduce your cat's stress. Use open top designs exclusively. Mistake 5. High sides are torturing senior cats. As cats age, they commonly develop arthritis, particularly in their hips, back legs, and spine. Studies indicate that over 80% of cats over age 12 have radiographic evidence of arthritis. Though many owners don't realize their cat is affected because cats hide pain effectively. A litter box with sides that are 7 to 8 inches high might have been fine when your cat was younger, but can become a painful obstacle as they age. When elimination requires climbing that, causes discomfort. Some cats will avoid the box or reduce their bathroom frequency, holding urine longer than healthy. Others may use the box but experience stress and pain with each use. Both scenarios can contribute to urinary problems and kidney stress. Providing easy access removes this barrier and allows senior cats to maintain good bathroom habits despite physical limitations. The fix: transition to low-entry boxes with sides no higher than 4 inches for any cat over 8 years old or showing signs of stiffness. Mistake 6. The +1 rule, preventing $4,000 vet bills. The veterinary recommendation is to have 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra. So if you have 1 cat, you should have 2 boxes. 2 cats need 3 boxes. This isn't just about convenience. It's about ensuring your cat always has access to a clean option. Cats are particular about hygiene, and having multiple boxes means they're less likely to encounter a situation where all boxes are soiled. In multi-cat households, this becomes even more critical because it prevents one cat from being able to control bathroom access. When cats don't have adequate box access, they may hold their urine longer than healthy. This retention allows bacteria to grow in the bladder and gives minerals more time to form crystals, both of which can lead to infections and kidney stress. The fix: add boxes until you meet the +1 formula. Spread them throughout your home rather than placing them all in one location. Mistake 7. Why box location spikes blood pressure? Cats instinctively seek privacy and security when eliminating because they're vulnerable during this time. Placing litter boxes next to washing machines, in busy hallways, or near areas with sudden noises creates stress during bathroom use. This isn't just about comfort. Chronic stress has measurable effects on feline health. When cats feel anxious while using the box, their body releases stress hormones that can elevate blood pressure and affect organ function over time. Research in feline behavior and medicine has shown that cats using boxes in stressful locations often rush through elimination, which can mean they don't fully empty their bladders. Incomplete bladder emptying increases the risk of bacterial growth and crystal formation, both precursors to more serious urinary and kidney problems. The fix: place boxes in quiet, low-traffic areas away from appliances and household activity. Think corners of spare rooms or quiet bathrooms. Mistake 8. That bleach is poisoning your cat slowly. Strong chemical cleaners like bleach, ammonia-based products, and phenol-containing disinfectants might seem necessary for sanitation, but they leave residues that are harmful to cats. Cats have different liver enzyme systems than humans and can't metabolize many common household chemicals effectively. When your cat steps in a box cleaned with these products, residue transfers to their paws. During grooming, which cats do extensively, they ingest these chemicals. Even small amounts accumulate over time, putting strain on the liver and kidneys as these organs work to filter toxins. Veterinary toxicologists specifically warn against phenol-based cleaners and strongly scented products around cats. The safest approach is to use mild, unscented cleaning agents that rinse away completely. The fix: clean litter boxes with hot water and mild, unscented dish soap only. Rinse thoroughly and let air dry completely before refilling. Mistake 9. The invisible bacteria coating your box. Daily scooping removes visible waste, but it doesn't address the bacterial biofilm that develops on litter box surfaces over time. These biofilms are layers of bacteria that adhere to plastic and can't be removed by scooping alone. Even if your box looks clean, bacteria like E. coli and other pathogens can colonize the surface, particularly in any scratches or rough areas. These bacteria continuously shed into the litter, environment, and your cat contacts them with every use. While healthy cats have immune systems that handle some bacterial exposure, chronic contact with high bacterial loads can contribute to low-grade infections and immune stress. Veterinary microbiologists recommend regular, complete cleaning to break this bacterial cycle and maintain genuine hygiene rather than just apparent cleanliness. The fix? Every 2 to 3 weeks, dump all litter and scrub the entire box with hot, soapy water. Rinse completely and dry before refilling. Mistake 10. Why feeding near the toilet causes dehydration. Cats have strong instincts about separating their elimination areas from their feeding areas. In nature, this prevents contamination of food and water sources and reduces the risk of attracting predators to feeding sites. When food and water are placed near litter boxes, it can create subtle stress and may affect your cat's eating and drinking behavior. More importantly, proximity to the litter area can discourage water consumption. Since cats evolved in desert environments, they already have relatively low thirst drives. Anything that further reduces water intake is problematic because adequate hydration is crucial for kidney health and urinary function. Concentrated urine increases the risk of crystal formation and makes the urinary tract more hospitable to bacteria. Ensuring your cat drinks well is one of the most important factors in preventing kidney disease. The fix: keep food and water bowls at least 10 feet away from any litter box, preferably in a completely separate room. Mistake 11. Stop switching litters. You're creating blockages. Cats prefer consistency in their environment, particularly regarding the litter box. The texture, scent, and feel of litter underfoot are all important to your cat. When you frequently switch brands or types, perhaps trying to find deals or testing new products, your cat has to constantly adjust. For some cats, an unexpected change in litter can cause them to avoid the box temporarily or feel uncertain about using it. This hesitation can lead to holding urine for longer periods or, in some cases, eliminating in other locations. While gradually transitioning between litters is generally fine when necessary, frequent changes create unnecessary uncertainty. From a health perspective, any behavior that discourages regular, complete elimination is problematic because it allows more time for crystals to form and bacteria to multiply in the bladder. The fix: once you find an unscented, low-dust litter that your cat accepts, commit to using it consistently rather than frequently experimenting. Mistake 12. Life-saving clues hiding in pee clumps. Your cat's elimination patterns provide valuable health information that many owners overlook. Changes in urine clump size, frequency, color, or the presence of blood can be early indicators of urinary tract infections, kidney disease, diabetes, or blockages. Similarly, changes in stool consistency or frequency can signal digestive issues. Many serious conditions show subtle signs in the litter box weeks or even months before cats display obvious symptoms like lethargy or appetite loss. By the time behavior changes are apparent, conditions may be advanced. Veterinarians emphasize that early detection dramatically improves treatment outcomes for kidney disease and urinary issues. Making a habit of noticing what's normal for your cat allows you to quickly identify when something changes. This simple monitoring can lead to earlier diagnosis and intervention, potentially adding years to your cat's life. The fix? Observe each time you scoop, note clump sizes, frequency, colors, and any abnormalities. Contact your vet promptly about any changes. Mistake 13. This litter turns to concrete in kitten stomachs. Clumping litter works through sodium bentonite clay, which expands significantly when it contacts moisture. While this makes excellent clumps for easy cleaning, it poses a risk for young kittens who are still learning and exploring their environment. Kittens under about 4 months commonly taste and sometimes ingest small amounts of litter as they learn. If clumping litter is ingested, it can expand in the digestive tract, potentially causing blockages or severe constipation. While this doesn't affect most kittens, the risk is significant enough that veterinary guidelines recommend avoiding clumping litters until kittens are older and past the phase of tasting non-food items. Young kittens do fine with non-clumping alternatives during this learning period, and you can transition to clumping litter once they're reliably past the tasting phase. The fix: use non-clumping, natural litters like paper or wood pellets for kittens under 16 weeks, then gradually transition to clumping if desired. Mistake 14. Your robot box misses fatal warning signs. Automatic litter boxes can be convenient tools, but they shouldn't replace regular monitoring and maintenance. These devices use sensors and mechanical rakes to remove waste, which works well when functioning properly. However, malfunctions can occur. Sensors may fail to detect waste, motors can jam, or rakes might not clean thoroughly. When this happens, waste can accumulate without your knowledge because you're trusting the automation. Additionally, the mechanical sounds and movements can be frightening to some cats, causing them to avoid the box. Perhaps most importantly, automatic boxes can reduce your awareness of your cat's elimination patterns. Without regular visual checks, you might miss important health indicators like changes in urine clump size or the presence of blood. These devices work best as supplements to, rather than replacements for, engaged monitoring. The fix: even with automatic boxes, do daily visual inspections to verify function and monitor your cat's elimination patterns and health indicators. Mistake 15. Why small boxes cause kidney damage. The general guideline is that litter boxes should be at least 1.5 times the length of your cat, from nose to base of tail. For an average cat of about 18 inches, this means a box of about 27 inches. Many standard litter boxes fall well short of this. When boxes are too small, cats don't have adequate space to turn around, position themselves comfortably, dig and bury waste properly. Some larger cats will perch awkwardly on box edges, potentially eliminating outside the box unintentionally. Others may avoid undersized boxes entirely or use them reluctantly. From a health perspective, any factor that makes box use uncomfortable or unpleasant can lead to reduced bathroom frequency or incomplete elimination. Size particularly matters for large breeds like Maine Coons or Ragdolls, who may find standard boxes unusably cramped. Proper sizing ensures comfortable use and encourages healthy elimination habits. The fix? Measure your cat and provide boxes at least 1.5 times their length. Large storage containers often work better than standard litter boxes. Be honest. How many of these 18 mistakes are you making right now? Comment your number below and tell me which one mistake you're fixing first. No judgment here. We're all learning together to keep our cats healthy. I guarantee most of you are doing at least 5 of these without even realizing it. Drop your confession in the comments and let's hold each other accountable.